Hey guys, Panic here, otherwise known as Panic Picnic, and today we're going to go over the mean streaks of Gadgetzan's cards. What do you say? We're going to at least show you what all that's been released so far and what we can really hope to expect. I think it's going to be pretty cool. So the first card we got right here is a Druid Legendary. It is a 10 mana 7/7. Choose one, gain 10 armor or refresh your mana crystals. Its name is Kun the Forgotten King. Let's go to number one. Next card we got is it is a Druid spell card. It is Mark of the Lotus. It's a 1 mana and give your minions 1/1. I really like this card. I'm surprised it's common though. 3 is Pilfered Power. It is a 3 mana Druid spell card. Gain an empty mana crystal for each friendly minion. I really enjoy this card because I like to just play like a lot of swarm decks more than anything. Just keep my draws going. Next card we got is a 5 mana called Lunar Visions. Draw 2 cards. Minions drawn cost 2 less. I think this one's gonna go really well with the other cards, so you can just keep spamming it out. I think this card's okay. I think it's pretty good though. So mainly for that minions drawn cost 2 less. That one's gonna be pretty good. We got a little bit of a weapon card. I'm not entirely sure who this one's for, to be honest. Probably Rogue more than anything. After your hero attack, summons a 1/1 Piranha. Again, I could be mistaken. I haven't seen. There's no background. Could just be a basic card. You never know. It is after your hero attack, summons a 1/1 Piranha. It has 2 attack and it has 4 uses and it's 5 mana. I think this one's definitely this one could be a fun card. I'll definitely tell you that much. Alright, down in a mage. We got a mage card. Is a 3 mana called Manic Soulcaster. Battle Cry. Choose a friendly minion. Shuffle a copy into your deck. It has 3 attack. It is 4 mana. For this card is a neutral card. It is 6 mana. It's called Wind Up Burglebot. Whenever this card attacks a minion and survives, draw a card. Ooh, this one could go pretty well. So if you could, I know it's gonna have like a really sticky usefulness. Put like a Wind Fury on it with like Shaman cards. I mean, again, it's got a little bit more of a setup, but I think that'd be at least be kind of cool. Battle Cry, swap the attack and health of a minion. Okay, we're getting our Chemist back. A little bit more of a mana than last time though, but it's still pretty good. Oh, it is 4/4 by the way. We got a 1 mana Mistress of Mixtures. Death Rattle, restore 4 health to both players. It is a 2/2. Common card, neutral. Appears. Then we got a legendary right here. It is a 5 mana called Finja, the Flying Star. Stealth. When this attacks and kills a minion, summon 2 Murlocs from your deck. Whew. This one could actually be pretty cool, especially if you just get him out immediately on the field with some sort of deck. Maybe if it's a Paladin deck, even a Warlock deck would be pretty good with him in that one. In that regard, I mean, Shamans would be pretty fun with that one. Let's be real. I mean, heck, any Murloc deck you get him out is gonna be pretty good, as long as you really don't, because you want to try to get the ones without the battle cries. That's the only downside. All right, for this one, we got a neutral card. It is 3 mana, Fel Arc Soul Fiend. At the start of your turn, deal 2 damage to this minion. Ooh. So you're getting a 3/5. I think that's still pretty good. I mean that's pretty good. I mean I enjoy this. I'm not a big fan of the 2 damage though, because again, I'd rather start with that 3/7, but again, it'd be a little overpowered. But I still think it's really cool nonetheless. Oh, another legendary. It's a 1 mana, Patches the Pirate. Charge. After you play your pirate, summon this minion from your deck. I think they're really trying to... it looks like they're definitely trying to go for that pirate thing right there. I mean, I'm not sure what you're going to run with this. Basically, play a pirate. You'll summon this card. You get charge. Buff the shit out of it. And then, boom, get some damage in. Then we got Big Time Racketeer, Battle Cry, summon a 6/6 Ogre. I actually really like these sort of cards that have a Battle Cry or a Death Rattle that summon things. Even though he's a 1/1, it's a huge mana. But you're basically, for 6 mana, you're kind of getting a 7/7, which is pretty much around about even, but I still think it's really cool. You play this card, and then boom. You got 2 minions on the field, and I think that's pretty good. For this one, neutral cards, 5 mana, second-rate Bruiser. Taunt costs 2 less if your opponent has at least 3 minions. So basically, it could be a 3 mana 4/5, which is actually pretty good. I mean, that's definitely good, especially if you're going up against a Zoolock or something like that. Or if you're going to go against Murlocs that just spam, spam, spam. Like, he's a pretty good defense character. For this one, we got a 2-mana called Friendly Bartender. At the end of your turn, restore 1 health to your hero. I think it's kind of gimmicky, but I think it still could go pretty good. I really like the cards that can combo, like off of whether it be like a heal or some sort of an inspire ability. Actually, one of my favorite cards, every time someone gets healed, it gets +2/+2. It's actually one of my favorite cards in the game. But I think it's pretty good, especially if you at least got some sort of way to set up for it. Outside of that, it could be kind of useless at a time. We got Mean Street Marshal. It's a 1-mana Death Rattle. If this minion has 2 or more attack, draw a card. Ooh, looks like they're trying to get a little buff going. Okay, this could definitely go later with some of the cards that we have that are going to be shown later. I think it's pretty good. I think it's a pretty good Paladin card. Ooh, yep, Paladin. Okay, for 1 mana, we get a Getaway Kodo Secret. When a friendly minion dies, return it to your hand. This one's gonna be a really fun card. I honestly expect Paladins to be a lot of Paladins to actually play this card. I mean, to be honest, I think this card's gonna be really, really, really good. Just that's in my opinion. I think this card is gonna be really freaking good. Alright, for 3, we've got Wind Waker Flame, Burn Bristle. Damn, he's got a long name. Divine Shield Taunt. Damage dealt by this minion also heals your hero. I think it's a little bit gimmicky with the Divine Shield and Taunt, so you're pretty much going to be the first one out the gate. Outside of that, I think it's an okay 3. It's a 3/2/2, so I mean, you can also do damage with it. If you want to go for the buff and just constantly keep healing, just have like a giant sponge, I mean, you can do that too. I think it's okay. 3 mana Paladin. Small time recruits. Draw 3 1-cost minions from your deck. Whew! You grab this card. Whew, dang, you got. It looks like they're trying to turn it in like a charge oriented, or like almost have like a zoo paladin or something. Like basically make everyone at least have some sort of counteract or at least some sort of ability to do that. So I think that would be at least kind of cool to do. Potion of Madness, Priest card. Gain control of an enemy minion with 2 or less attack until the end of the turn. Yeah, I think I'd stand beside my decision, like on that aspect of what I said. Like they're trying to. It just seems that way so far. Gaining control of an enemy minion with 2 or less attack, so you get a little bit more defense against Zulocks and stuff like that. 5 mana. Draconoid Operative Battlecry. If you're holding a dragon, discover a card in your opponent's deck. It's a 5/6. I'm just happy enough they're at least trying to at least add some more dragon cards. And I mean, I love Dragon Priest. I mean, Priest right now kind of sucks, but let's be real. Let's hope they're gonna fix it. Let's hope they're fixing it, guys. That's all we can hope for. All right, we got a 3 mana Cabal Talon Priest Battlecry. Give a friendly minion +3 health. Ooh, this one could be pretty good. It's a 3 attack, 4 HP. It is a priest card. Boom. Okay, now for the next priest, we got a spell card. It is Pint-Sized Potion. Give all enemy minions -3 attack this turn only. This card, I highly, highly expect to be in a lot of priest deck, only because I think that's pretty damn good. Let's be real. You're taking less damage, you can nullify a lot of stuff, and you can completely wipe most of them. I think that's pretty good. Definitely going for a Dragon Priest right here with just this. Oh, heck, I'm definitely going to have this card in because I'm going to run a Dragon Priest. Let's be real. I love Dragon decks. They're really strong. More of a Dragon Warrior myself, but I think Dragon Priest at least is going to be back. It could be back. I mean, you could at least have a couple good ones. It is a 6 mana Dragonfire Potion. Deal 5 damage to all minions except dragons. That's pretty cool. A little bit much of the mana, but I mean, Again, you get a lot of damage for it, so it's pretty damn cool. Let's be real. Ooh, we got a rogue card. 0 mana Counterfeit Coin. Gain 1 mana crystal this turn only. Can someone say combo rogue? Basically, you don't even need to start off with a coin to be even better. You get this one, throw out a couple of these, and boom! Edward Van Cleef! And your life is ruined! All right. I love this stealth. Okay, we got a 5 mana Lotus Assassin Stealth. Whenever this attacks and kills a minion, gain stealth. This one I think could be real. This one I think this could be really cool actually. I mean, I think it's kind of gimmicky, but I think it could be really cool. If some extra cards are added nonetheless. But let's see what else we got. Because it gives that way to go back in. I mean, that's really cool. We got a 1 mana warrior card. It's called I Know a Guy. Discover a taunt minion. Oh. I'm trying to slow down wars, make them make them more even tanky. I mean, I think this could be decent if you need like some extra minions and stuff. Outside of that, I mean, it's okay. Need to slow stuff down. Alright, we got a 3-mana Cabal Courier. Battlecry, discover a Mage, Priest, or Warlock card. It is a 2/2. This is going to be one of those this is obviously a neutral card, but I think this one's going to be really cool, especially for I like the aspect you can get Mage, Priest, or Warlock cards. Like you can get random cards. I think that's pretty cool. Like just adding other decks into something. You can actually make some pretty OP ass combinations if you're lucky with it. We got a 4-mana. Looks like this one can go about the same way. Battlecry. If your deck has no duplicates, create a custom spell. Now, this could be really cool. Like, you get this one, and then you get the guy that fully restores you. If you have no duplicates. I think you could actually ruin someone's day pretty dang hard. Let's be real. Especially, I like the fact that they're adding at least a little more variation to it. Oh, wow. And if you get that double Battlecry. I wonder if we would get 2 cards off that, but only time will tell. For number 5, we got Lotus Agents. Battlecry. It's a 5/3, by the way. Discover a Druid, Rogue, or Shaman card. Ooh. That could be cool. I think, like I said, I think it's gonna be kind of gimmicky. These are gonna be kind of gimmicky at the start, but I think it's really relying a lot more on luck. But I think these cards are still gonna be pretty fun nonetheless. What else we got? Ooh, we got a 2-mana Grim Street Informant. It is a 1/1 Battlecry. Discover a Hunter, Paladin, or Warrior card. I think that's pretty cool. I think that's pretty cool, especially for a neutral card. Like I said, you can pretty much have a deck. Just pick maybe something that gives you at least some sort of an ability-wise that you like, and then you can just place a couple of these cards in that have multiple different types, and you can pretty much play whatever deck you want. I think we go pretty cool WoW with maybe a rogue deck, and then you just have the one that you just start stealing their cards, and you basically play with just the rogue's basic attack, and then you just have oh well, I'm just gonna play whatever cards I want. I can steal your cards, and I can discover random cards from other things. I think it'd be really cool. We got a 5-mana Grukfu Masa. It has Wind Fury, it has 3 attack, and 5 HP. Alright, we got another legendary. It's 3-mana Auctioneer Beardo. There's no G in there. After you cast a spell, refresh your hero power. I think this one could actually be pretty cool, especially if you rely heavily, obviously, on your hero power. Like, you can do Mage, and then you can just, there's that one where you can just buff your hero power, and then you just boom, 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 boom. But that's already got one. Outside of that, you could do a couple of them with Druid. I think that would be pretty cool, especially if you buff it up. Like, you just give it +3 attack for this turn only, and then you can do at least get some damage out. I mean, you're gonna or even Rogues would be pretty nice. Let's be real. We go boom, boom, get that extra damage out. I like this. I like the art style of this one. I'm just gonna say it just right off the bat. I don't know why I just think it looks really cool. It is 3 mana. It is Shaku the Collector. Shaka Zulu. Also, I think Shaku is a really cool name. Let's be real. Stealth. Whenever this attacks, add a random card to your hand from your opponent's class. Say you're even going for the more of the rogue aspect to just constantly steal your opponent's cards. I think it'll be really fun. I think it'll be a really super gimmicky deck. Don't get me wrong, but I think it'll be super freaking fun nonetheless. It is a 2/3, by the way. Alright, we got a 3-mana Grim Street Smuggler neutral card. Battlecry. Give a random minion in your hand 1/1, and it is a 2/4. Ooh. And you can pretty much go into everything. Ooh, I mean, I think that's pretty cool. You can go to Paladin, Warrior, and Hunter. Alright, we got a Hunter card. It is 2 mana Trog Beast Rager. Battlecry. Give a random beast in your hand 1/1. 3/2. I think it'd be pretty cool, especially if you got some good luck. I think it could definitely go in some decks. I mean, it's pretty dang good, let's be real. Paladin cards. Oh, man. These Paladin cards! This card is gonna be so good. This card I expect to see in almost every Paladin deck already. It is a 2 mana. It is called Grim Street Outfitter. It is a common card. Its battle cries give all minions in your hand a 1/1. I think this is going to be really good, especially if you get the other cards where you can just draw the draw 3 1/1 cards, and you can just constantly buff your cards and give all your minions in your hand 1/1. So basically, let's say you have something that's either 1 mana that's, let's say it's 2/2 or 1/1, and you summon them out and you're already 2/2 already. I mean, I think this is going to be a pretty good card, especially for those spam cards, and even for a Murloc deck it'd be pretty good, especially they're just a lot more damage and hard to get rid of. They're a lot stickier to the board. Grim Street Enforcer. It is a 5 mana. At the end of your turn, give all minions in your hand a 1/1. Oof. This is pretty... it looks like they got rid of the... oh, God, I forgot what that stupid guy's name is. The one where it's like every turn, at the end of your turn, it decreases the mana cost. But instead of this one, you're basically almost increasing the mana cost on this one of the card type by keeping it the same. Anyways, I think this one's going to be really cool, especially if you go for like a lot of like just hold, like draw, hold. Spam their ones, goes boom, 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 and then their life is over. That's exactly what I think. Again, I'm not a super large Hearthstone player. I won't even pretend I'm good at this game. But either way, I think this card's going to be pretty fun, especially since it's a paladin only. All right, warrior. Now, this is something at least I know. Give a random taunt minion in your hand a 3/3. They are really pushing the taunt cards. Oh, man. I still like the Garrosh Slam. I mean, I still like that ability the best. Outside of that, I think this is pretty... they're definitely pushing the taunts. I mean, but either way, I think this is pretty cool. Nonetheless. Especially throw something up there. Make him a little bit more of a wall. You could definitely have its fire abilities. Didn't they use this image in a different card? Well. It is a 5 mana warrior card. It's called Ali Armorsmith. Taunt. Whenever this minion deals damage, gain that much armor. Oh, wow. Definitely want to try to keep this one alive. Especially get more armor, get more damage. Stay alive that much longer. It's definitely if you want to do it for that armor one. You just want to drag that game out for years and years on end. We have a 3 mana hunter card called Shaky Zip Gunner. Death Rattle. Give a random minion in your hand a 2/2. It is a 3/3. This one's pretty good. It seems like they're going for a lot of the random minions or random beasts. I think that's pretty cool nonetheless. Definitely go for a little bit more of a buff. It is a 3 mana warrior card. Grim Street Pawnbroker. Battlecry. Give a random weapon in your hand a 1/1. This could definitely go for a setup. And it's a 3/3. If you get a Gore Howl in your hand... all I'm saying is someone's life is over. That's all I'm gonna say. It's freaking over. They're dead. Also, I think if that legendary can make... oh my god, you get this... oh, no, that's a battle cry. But if you can get someone to make them attack twice in a row, you can basically... what is it? It's like... it's a 7/1, so then you can get 8. That's all... you're already dishing out, like, I think... you're either dishing out about 16 to 15 damage. I mean, that's a shitload of damage. Especially as a warrior. That's 1 turn. Damn, that's going to be cool. Alright, skip it. It is a 3 mana card. It is Hired Gun, and it is a taunt. It is a 4/3. Just some basic taunt cards. I mean, definitely get some... oh, it's a little ogre, so it looks like you want to throw these in maybe some warrior decks. You have a little taunt deck. Alright, it's a 4 mana Backroom Bouncer. Whenever a friendly minion dies, gain +1 attack. You could definitely throw this in with a Zoolock, or you could definitely throw this in, like I said, with the Paladin cards. And you just buff them up, run them out, purposely make them die. Or if this one gets a little bit of HP and survives that Dragon card from the Priest, ooh, that guy's going to get some extra damage, and then boom, you get some... I think it's okay, nonetheless. It's definitely got that higher attack to it, but I think it'd be pretty cool. Especially if you buff it. I don't expect to see it too much, but I think it's still cool nonetheless. 4 mana, 6/3 Worgen Greaser. Basic neutral card. I think it's pretty good. Especially for 4 mana, 6/3. You can just throw it out there, gets at least some damage out. Definitely pretty cool. Not really sticky though, but especially because it's only got that 3 HP. But I think it's pretty good. 2 mana. Blowgill Sniper. So I'm having trouble reading today. I just woke up. Oh, speed of me. Clean my damn glasses. Oh my god. Oh, there we go. 2 mana Blowgill Sniper. Battlecry. Deal 1 damage. It has 2 attack and 1 HP. But more importantly, it's a Murloc. They are. Murlocs are coming, boys. Ooh. This is going to be even more fun. Alright, next card. We got a 2 mana It's called Dirty Rap. It's got Taunt, Battle Cry. Your opponent summons a random minion from their hand, and it is a 2/6. This can be both good and bad. I mean, let's be real. If your opponent does have a Deathwing, which isn't gonna be like, if they have something big in their hand, let's say they draw it on the first turn or second turn, and you drop this card, you're screwed. Outside of that, that 6 HP is gonna be really, that 6 HP is really nice. Especially for the 2 mana, but this card is going to lead to a lot of interesting stuff. I expect to see some good stuff on Toast's channel about this card. All right, Hunter card, 4 mana, Dispatch Kodo, Battle Cry, deal damage equal to this minion's attack. Well, 2 damage. Woo! Or if you get lucky and you get the random buffs, you could actually get this one up pretty well. You could actually do like maybe get up to about 6 damage. I think that's pretty nice. This one's definitely going to be a card you want to maybe have one of, and then just have it constantly getting buffed from your Hunter card. Or if you're lucky enough to draw it from one of those random cards from earlier, and then you have it like, let's say the Paladin card, and it constantly gets buffed, and you slam it out. I mean, I think that Battle card could at least be pretty decent. It's definitely a card you're going to have to sit on though, more than anything. Or place it against something that's pretty good next to it. Alright, we got a Paladin card. 1 mana, Smuggler's Run. Give all minions in your hand +1/1/1. They're really pushing the buffing on the Paladin cards. I mean, I'll definitely put that, like, especially for the hand. I definitely expect these cards, like, especially for Paladins, to just hold on to a lot of their cards. Like, provide some sort of like a wall, maybe like a little bit of slight defense. And then once you have like a lot of cards, like every card you have in your hand, maybe about the decent amount you need, then I expect you to wholly buff all your cards, spam them out, and then boom, run someone over. The only thing that's really missing is maybe some good charge cards, or maybe some Murloc cards. You could, I believe there's one that makes them do charge, so I think that this card could definitely be pretty good. All right, we got a 4 mana warrior card called Grimy Gadgeteer. At the end of your turn, give a random minion in your hand 2/2. Ooh. This is going to be a card that your opponent is definitely going to want to get rid of. This is also going to be one of those cards you are definitely going to want to save and at least throw it up against after a taunt card. And you just sit there while your army gets while your minions get pretty buffed in your hands. I think this card could be pretty fun. Especially if you buff the right cards. Because it seems like it's going to be continuous. Alright, we got 7 mana. Grim Street Protector, Taunt, Battle Cry, give adjacent minions Divine Shield. Oh wow, I think this one could definitely go pretty good. This one could definitely go pretty well with some of the other Paladin cards, because you are getting that 6/6 Taunt card, but also the Divine Shields on your allies are going to be pretty good. So I expect to see this card in I definitely expect to see this card in a lot of Paladin decks. Just make sure your placement is good on this one. That's just the only really key thing you need to know. All right, we got stocks post 3 win streak as major index closed its record high. All right, we have a 5 mana Doppelgangster. Battlecry, summon 2 copies of this. Ooh. Oh wow, this is definitely like the the old Grim Patrons to an extent, but because you're getting 3 off the bat, still with less attack. But I think that one's really cool. Battle Cry, summon 2 copies of this minion. This card would go really well with if you summon a minion, gain X, Y, or Z, or just 2 attack wise. Or if you play it with like a Paladin card, I think it would be really nice because if you just buff it a lot actually, and then you get that Battle Cry out. I mean, you can get some pretty meaty Doppelgangsters out. Especially if you've had it in your hand for a while. So I definitely would watch out for this. This card could be a pain in a lot of people's butts. So keep a watch out for this card. Like I expect to see a lot of combo decks with this. Like you just buff it, play it out. Then you've got 3 cards of the let's say you have a 3 7/7s for 5 mana. Like this card could like, I'm probably over exaggerating a lot. But this card could single-handedly wreck a lot of things. I'm definitely telling you guys to at least keep something out for this. That being said, we have a 3 mana Rat Pack. Death Rattle. Summon a number Summon a number of 1/1 rats equal to this minion's attack. Same thing, like I said, with this buff. I mean, it can be pretty good, but it's you basically play it out. You die. You clear. You play. What are the? God, what is it? It's like that little hyena one, and then you run all the rats in it, and then once they all die, that hyena's gonna be buffed to shit, and it's gonna run over things. This thing is pretty much gonna be a little bit of bring back of that, especially if you get the lucky buffs. Alright, we got a 4-mana weapon. It is called Brass Knuckles. After your hero attacks, give a random minion in your hand 1/1. It's a 2 attack with 3 uses. That's gonna be cool. This could be cool. Don't get me wrong. Like I said, I think this card set's gonna be a lot about buffing the cards that you have in your hands, and then it's definitely gonna lead to most likely a lot more slower play. So definitely, I just want to give you a heads up on that one. That's just my opinion of it. That's just what I'm seeing so far. I mean, we do have a couple more cards to go. All right, we got a Hunter Legendary. It is a 5-mana. His name is not Harambe. Sadly, his name is Knuckles. After this attacks a minion, it also hits the enemy hero. I think that's pretty cool. So basically, whatever damage you do, it's gonna go straight to the hero, to the enemy hero as well. I think that's pretty cool. Yeah, especially like I said, if you get that extra buffs on it from the beast cards or just something in general, I think this card could also be pretty cool. And I think this card's going to be really fun nonetheless. Also, let's be real. Harambe jokes are still going to be alive and well with this card. So, if you like those jokes, they're not going anywhere. For 7 mana, we have Don Hancho. Battlecry, give a random minion in your hand, 5/5, and it is a 5/6. Like I said, this is pretty much what I expect of this patch. It's really going to be a lot of random minions. Like, basically, if you have a good hand, like, if you have good cards in your hand, or hell, you don't even need good cards in your hand, like, you basically just play this card. You could turn a 1/1 attack into a, like, let's say it's a 1-mana card, and it's a 1-mana 1/1. You play this card, it is now a 1-mana 6/6. You don't lose a whole lot. It does have a little bit of a setup, don't get me wrong, but this card is going to be a pain. Let's be real. It's going to go with Hunter cards, and it's going to go with Warrior cards, and it's also going to go with Paladin cards, which already have, both these cards already have a lot of buffs, especially for the Paladin as well as the Beast cards from the Hunters. So definitely be on the heads up on that, because that could really be fun to look at. Just be on the heads up on these combo cards, man. Madame Goya, it's a 6-mana. Battlecry, choose a friendly minion, swap it with a minion in your deck. Ooh. I really actually kind of like this because this could be like a lot of those fun interaction cards, like especially if you have like oh my god, it's that 10 mana one where you constantly summon a minion from your deck. You could basically play this one with one of the cards that was released in Gadgetzan, and then you can constantly keep spamming them, and also you have an easy way to draw out a legendary or something like that. I mean, hell, you could literally have 2 cards you could have 3 cards in your deck. All of them are spell or maybe draw cards. And let's say you have like a 1/1 card. The only downside is the fact that it costs 6 mana. Like, let's say you'd probably have to do Shaman for this one. So you use the Shaman cards to completely just buffer and then just hold off as best you can. And then you have like 1 minion or something in your hand. And then you swap said minion with, let's say, you just stack it with, like, let's say 1 or 2 legendaries. The only downside is if you draw the damn card. So that's the only downside. Like, if you draw Deathwing, you're going to be, like, screwed. Or if you draw, like, any of the big cards, just play this card. And it's going to be really, really fun. I think it could at least have some fun interaction. So, but this is a 6 mana. It's a 4/3. I expect to see some fun videos on this one. All right, we got a 1-mana Grimscale Chum. Battlecry, give a random Murloc in your hand 1/1. Like I said, we're getting those plus the Murlocs. I mean, we're getting plus random minions in your hands. It is a 2/1. It is a Murloc card, so I fully expect to see Murloc Paladins. I mean, you definitely got the buffs. If you're not there, I mean, come on, someone's got to play them. All right, we got a 4 mana. This is going to be a multi-tap card as well. His name is Cabal Chemist. Battlecry, add a random potion to your hand. Now, I'm not sure what type of potion we're going to be getting, but I think it could be really cool. It's going to go with Warlock, Priest, and Mages. It is a 3/3. All right, we got a mage card. It is 3 mana. It is oh, well, here are the potion cards. Volcanic Potion, deal 2 damage to all minions. I think this one could be pretty cool. Especially, like I said, it's going to definitely wipe out at least something. Especially with all these really major cards we're going to be getting. At least we're getting a lot of spam cards yet. All right, we got a 5 mana Spiked Hog Rider. Battlecry. If any minion has Taunt, gain charge. This one's going to go pretty well against a warrior deck. So definitely be on the lookout for that, or someone who's just really trying to delay. So just be, like I said, warriors, just mainly be on the lookout for this, because this card's probably, especially in competitive play, you're probably going to be going up against. It is a 5/5. All right, man. We got Sons of Anarchy. Pretty decent, pretty good job. It is a 4 mana Tannus Hog Chopper. Battlecry. If your opponent's hand is empty, gain charge. Now, this could be pretty good. Like I said, I think this mana, especially once these cards are going to be released. And again, I could be completely wrong on this. It's going to be a lot slower. Only for the aspect of a lot of these cards have, if you have X cards in your hand, give them some buff cards in your hand, buff random cards in your hand. So this card could be seeing some play, especially against some Zulocks and stuff like that, especially if they're still in the meta, or if someone just constantly keeps burning their hand. I mean, I don't fully expect to see it really in competitive play, but I mean, it could be a decent card nonetheless. But again, it is very, very situational, especially with the charge aspect, if your opponent's hand is empty. All right, she on a tractor? She looks like my ex-girlfriend, besides the point. All right, it is 6 mana. It is Leather-Clad Hog Leader. Battlecry. If your opponent has 6 or more cards in your hand, gain charge. Now they're like, oh, well, now if you got 6 or more cards in your hand, guess what? Now I've got charge again. I think this card could be seeing definitely at least some play. I mean, I think the card's completely hideous, don't get me wrong. But I think you expect to at least see this card and maybe a few oinks. So just heads up on that one. All right, now we're into some Warlock cards. 7 mana, Abyssal Enforcer. Battlecry, deal 3 damage to all other characters. We already have a card in Warlock, but it only does 1 damage to all characters. So I think this one's going to be pretty. It's going to be pretty decent. I mean, you play it out, get at least a little bit of wiping going. I mean, let's get yourself some board. Sacrifice your life for board clear. I mean, just do what Warlocks do. I mean, you know how it is. That's pretty much all there is to it, really. All right, we got a 1 mana mage card. Sorry, I've been doing this a minute. Cabal Lackey. Battlecry. The next secret you play this turn costs 0. I expect to see, like, of course, if you like running secret decks, which I think secrets are really fun, especially for mages. Like, I really like playing the one where you won't die for. I mean, it's the one. What is it? It's like Ice Shield or something. Like, basically, the secret won't activate ever. And this is once your opponent knows, of course, you've played it. Then there's one of them that it's like every time you have a secret, gain +2 every turn. I really like playing that card. I really like the combo to it. I know it's a little bit slow, but I just think it's really cool and fun to play. All right, let's see what we got next. All right, another mage card. It is 3 mana. It's called Potion of Polymorph. Secret. After your opponent plays a minion, transform it into a 1/1 sheep. I actually like this. I really do. It's definitely going to be really fun if you have a bunch of secrets out, and then someone plays like some big. I mean, hell, let's say someone plays Cthulhu. Let's say you're going up against the Cthulhu character. Like, oh yeah, man, I've buffed my Cthulhu. Like, oh yeah, especially because like all these buffs that are going to be happening. I mean, hey, the Cthulhu deck could do really well with Paladin. Let's be real. Secret. After your opponent plays a minion, transform it into a sheep, and then you just polymorph the Cthulhu. They don't even get the battle cry. It's so sad, but it'll be so funny nonetheless. So I definitely expect to see this in competitive play. I mean, this one's going to be fun. All right, we got a Mage Legendary. 7 mana, Ink Master Solia. Battlecry. If your deck has no duplicates, the next spell you cast this turn costs 0. All I'm saying is Pyroblast, 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 or that random spell you're going to create, which does more damage which does better things than Pyroblast. Outside of that, I think this one's going to be really, really cool. You play this card, you're going to get a lot of damage out, especially if you have no duplicates. The only downside is just no duplicates. That's really the main thing. Outside of that, I think it's really cool, especially for 7 mana 5/5. And let's see what else we got. All right, we got a 3 mana called Backstreet Leper. Death Rattle. Deal 2 damage to the enemy hero. It is a 3/1. This is definitely based off the other one, the other Leper card, but they definitely, it's around the buff time. 3 attack, 1 mana. I mean, the 1 HP is like, ugh. But I mean, I understand why they do it. This is just for balance reasons. All right, we got a 5 mana Bomb Squad. Battlecry. Deal 5 damage to an enemy minion. Oh, man, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Oh, that Death Rattle, though. That Death Rattle, though. Deal 5 damage to your hero. Ooh. You got to be careful who you use it with. I could see you using it with warriors or just something to, like, just nullify your character, just nullify the damage your character takes. Like with armor or something like that. But, or even if you play, I think this one would actually be really cool if you play it with, the one, God, I haven't played in so long, I'm almost forgetting names, is the card that doubles the Battlecry use. I think that one's going to be really, really fun to use. You're getting that way you can get a 10 damage to an enemy minion for about 8 mana. I think that'd be really cool. And again, it's a 2/2. I wonder if you're like, maybe you can like polymorph it. Yeah, polymorphing would be the best thing to do after you get that 5 damage. Like if you're just worried, that'd be the only thing. All right, we got a 3 mana Warlock card called Blood Fury Potion. Give a minion +3 attack. If it's a demon, also give it +3 HP. I think this is going to be really cool, especially since it is 3 mana and you're getting that 3. You're basically getting a 3/3. You can get and place it on any of the demons they've got, and it'll be really fun to watch. I mean, I expect to see this card being played in Warlock decks, especially if they're running like those demon-esque cards. Obviously, because that's what they would need to use for it. All right, we get a 4 mana Sea Devil Stinger. Battlecry. The next Murloc you play this turn costs health instead of mana. Ooh. I mean, this could be good, especially if you just burn it. I mean, let's say you play this card and you're getting that 4/2, and then you play the Murloc War Chief. I mean, the Murloc War Leader. I mean, let's be real. That already makes it viable. I mean, let's be real. I mean, that's already pretty good. It's going to be harder as hell to get rid of everything. All right, next card we got a 6 mana Cabal Crystal Runner. Costs 2 less for each secret you've played this game. This is going to be good if you play like a secret mage. Obviously, because that would make more sense. You can play like 2 secrets. Play one, and then if you play 1 secret, it's a 4 mana 5/5. If you play 2 secrets, it is a 2 mana 5/5. And of course, like that, if you do math, it is a 0 mana 5/5, which I think either way is going to be really cool. I can expect to see this in some decks, especially if they run like the 2 secrets. Obviously, are going to be being ran are the wall, and I mean the one that's obviously going to be ran is maybe the polymorph one, and of course the I'm going to keep myself alive one. I think those are Ice Wall, Ice Shield. God, I need to remember what that card's name is. Boom! 3 mana. Toxic Sewer Ooze. Woo! Battlecry. Remove 1 durability from your opponent's weapon. Is a 3 mana 4/3. This one, I mean, this could be good. I mean, let's be real. If you're worried about weapons, the other thing is, if you're worried about weapons, there are better cards than this card. Like, just ability-wise, like, just removing 1 durability from the weapon is like, woo! Whoop-de-doo! I mean, if you're worried about weapons, I would honestly run Acidic Ooze, or I would even run Harrison Jones, because that shit belongs in a museum! You know how it goes. Alright, we got a Warlock. Help! Oh, 6 mana, Fellfire Potion. Deal 5 damage to all characters. Now, you see, Warlocks are just becoming suicidal, man. With all these cards, they're going to be doing all this damage to themselves, man. I mean, let's be real. We got Murlocs costing health instead of mana. We got this one doing 5 damage to all characters, including yourself. But again, let's be real. This is a board clear, which I really enjoy. Like, they're going to need it. And, of course, the one that's going to be, they've got the other minions that they do the damage. Just make sure I didn't skip. Alright, we got a 6 mana. This is a legendary called Aya Blackpaw. Battlecry and Death Rattle. Summon a Jade Golem. Now, I don't know what a Jade Golem is just yet. I mean, I'm not sure if they've released that information, or if they have, and I'm just a dumbass and I completely missed it, but it is a possibility. It is Battlecry and Death Rattle. Summon a Jade Golem. It is a 5 mana, 6 mana, 5/3. It can go with Shaman, it can go with Druid, and it can go with Rogue. I think this is going to be really cool, nonetheless, with all of them, especially with, you're going to get like 2 extra cards. Maybe the Jade Golem's probably about a 3/3. So, I mean, that's pretty good. I mean, you get two extra cards for 1. I mean, it's definitely going to be really cool. Jade Blossom. We got a Druid card. Summon a Jade Blossom. Gain an empty mana crystal. I like this card. I like it a lot better than the other one, than the other ways to gain mana, because you can play this card out. Like, you can just do the basic mana ramping that what druids all the way do, especially when they're running Tavern Brawls. Let's be real. I think this card definitely going to be seeing a lot of play, because you're getting some minions on the board for basically nothing. I mean, even if the Jade Golem's a 2/2 or a 3/3, I mean, either way, you're basically getting something on the board. That's the main thing. Oh wow, we're getting a lot of Jade Golems over here. It is a 4 mana Jade Spirit, and the thing's name is Jade Spirit. Battlecry, summon a Jade Golem. It is a 2/3 card. It can go with Shaman, Druid, and of course Rogue, like the last other card. One of the cards back there. Hey, now I'm just curious. What exactly is a Jade Golem? Like I said, I think I'm just missing it. But we'll find out. We'll find out if anything, we'll find out when the cards release. All right, we have a 5 mana. It's Burgly Bully. Burgly Bully. That is an odd name. Whenever your opponent casts a spell, add a coin to your hand. This could be good, and this could be bad at the exact same time. Like, for instance, if you're playing against, let's say, a Miracle Rogue, let's say you have this card out, and you're playing against a Miracle Rogue. It doesn't matter what you are, but you have this card out. The Miracle Rogue is, of course, going to play 800 spells in a single turn. Let's be real. It's going to burn through all. You're going to have like 800 freaking coins, which you're not. You're going to only have a maximum of 10 cards. But it's basically, the next card you can draw is basically just going to get milled. I think this is going to be, if someone plays this card, I would fully expect, if your opponent expects this, I would say you need to be prepared, because you're probably going to get milled. I'm just telling you that right now. All right, we got a 5 mana Raza the Chain Battlecry. If your deck has no duplicates, your hero. Oh, I like this. Ooh, I like this. I actually really like this. Again, the only thing I hate is the no duplicate aspect, but I can completely understand it, especially for this one, especially even though it is a priest card. Battlecry. If your deck has no duplicates, your hero power costs 0 this game. I think this one's gonna be really, really cool, especially if you do if you do a Shadow Priest, which would be pretty cool, like, with the exception of not getting that extra damage. I think this one could be really cool. I mean, even if you're just constantly healing, you heal yourself, you heal a minion, you at least get that ability to use your hero power, and maybe even throw out maybe a couple Inspire cards into your deck. And I expect to see that this card could see some play, especially just on that aspects for Inspire plays, or just for constantly healing plays. Or, I mean, heck, maybe we get to see some Shadow Priests. We never know. Ooh. So what we got next, though? We got a mana. It is a 2 mana card called Mana Geode. Whenever this minion is healed, summon a 2/2 crystal. Now, the only downside to it being healed is that it has 3 HP, and we have to just hope that it doesn't die. That's the only main thing. Outside of that, you can just buff it. You can buff it with some. We can buff it with some cards, or what you can do is you just run it in to lower attack cards. Outside of that, I think it's going to go really well with this one. Some healing cards, maybe some Inspire cards, or if you just like, I like to run Healing Priest because it's just fun. Let's be real. Just do that, and I think you're definitely going to at least see some. So you're definitely going to be seeing at least some play in this one. It is possible. All right, we got some Jade Jerkins. It is a 2 mana card. Deal 2 damage, combo, summon a Jade Golem. Like I said, this one's going to be fun. Like, Jade Golems are going to be real, could definitely change the meta up just by themselves, especially with a lot of the cards that they have already being summoned. I mean, you could be just playing Rogue and just summon Jade Golem, summon Jade Golem, summon a Jade Golem, summon a Jade Golem. So just definitely heads up on that one. All right, we got a 1 mana Jade Idol. Choose one. Summon a Jade Golem or shuffle 3 copies of this card into your deck. Wow. Choose one. Summon a Jade Golem or summon 3 copies. Oh wow, this card's definitely going to be preventing this card. Like if you play a rogue and you just keep running out of cards, just constantly play this. That's all I'm going to say. Is Miracle Rogue is back, baby. It's just going to be a lot of Jade Golems. It's going to be a lot of Jade Golems. Apologize for that, but that's pretty much what I expect. Is I expect to see Jade Golem for freaking days. Get 2 of these cards. I mean, heck, you get 2 of these cards in your hand. You get Jade Golem. More things, but again, you just need a lot of draw potential for this card to actually see a lot of play, or definitely see a lot of use. All right, we got a 4 mana called Hosen Healer. Battlecry. Summon a minion. Restore a minion to full health. This one's actually pretty good. I mean, it could be good, especially if you're just running cards and you're just worried about it dying. Or, I mean, like I said, it could see some play, especially for some for priest cards if you're running the healing out route, which is what, again, like I said, I like to do. Or if you're just running for paladins, or like you're just worried about a card might die, or just in general, just any card. Let's be real, especially if you're running a taunt card. Oh man, that'll be fun. Play this card out, fully restored. Boom, you're done. Alright, we got a 6 mana card called Fight Promoter. Battlecry. If you control a minion with 6 or more health, draw 2 cards. I mean, let's be real. Boom, 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 boom. I think that's pretty good. I mean, you at least get some draw aspect out. And a lot of the cards that you're going to be playing up against are either going to be buffed, or what they're going to be having is already have a decent amount of HP. I think this card could definitely see some play. I definitely expect to see this card having at least a decent amount of play. Let's be real. Especially in select decks. Alright, we got a 2 mana called Jade Swarmer Stealth. Death Rattle. Summon a Jade Golem. All I'm saying is, if you are playing against a rogue, you better have some board clear. Board clear. Because like I said, I think this card is going to be mandated in every freaking rogue deck. Every rogue deck is going to have every rogue deck is going to be running Sprint. Every rogue deck's going to be running every basic rogue deck cards. But the only difference is rogue is not on attack. It's going to be attack. It's going to swarm you with Jade Golems. That is what you need to watch out for. You need to be careful for freaking Jade Golems. I don't know how much, like I said, I don't know how much attack they have. I don't know how much damage they're going to do. But at least have some ability to run against Jade Golems. Now, if you are a rogue running against a Jade Golem, I would at least have some sort of like spoof or like poof or one of the abilities, smokescreen. I don't know what the damn card's called. The one that moves all of your opponent's cards and your cards into your hand. I think that way you can, if you're not running the Jade Golem thing, you can at least fill their hand out, because Jade Golems are at least going to cost some sort of mana, and you can at least nullify it. And I think that's definitely the best way I would run. I would at least run that card at least if you're playing rogue, at least in your deck once. I think that's probably going to be a mandatory card. I mean, again, I could be overthinking the issue, but again, I would just run it as a safety card, especially if your opponent's be running a lot of buff cards. The only downside is if you're running against paladins, and let's be real, they're just going to get more buffs. All right, so on to the next card. All right, 4 mana, call in the finishers. Summon 4 1/1 Murlocs. Oh, Murlocs are back, baby. Murlocs are actually really going to be prominent in this patch, so I think this card's gonna be really cool. Even if it's just we don't know what the 1/1 names are. Are these? Oh, never mind. I thought this was gonna be like a Ninja Turtle reference, just in the aspect of the weapons they were using. I've been wrong before. All right, let's go ahead and go on to the next card. I think this card could see some play, especially if you like running troll decks, or if you just like running Murloc decks like I do, because I'm the scum of the earth. All right, this one's gonna be cool. Evolve Decks. All right, it is a 2 mana, and the card is called Devolve. Transform all enemy minions to a random ones that cost 1 less. This one could definitely be really good, especially if the enemy's been buff. Play this card out, and then they're all gonna be debuffed, and they're all gonna be completely garbage cards. Let's be real. Then you run a Lightning Storm or something, and then their cards are completely just toasted. I'm definitely gonna run this card, especially for my Shaman deck. All right, we have a 4 mana Jade Lightning. Deal 4 damage and summon a Jade Golem. Jade Golems, man. Jade Golems for days. I'm surprised. It doesn't have like. This is a shaman card, right? I'm surprised it doesn't have an overload. I mean, oh yeah. I mean, just drop its. I would drop its mana cost and put an overload. But again, that's just me. That's what we got. Outside of that. Let's make sure. Yep, we've gone all the way around. These are pretty much all the cards that have so far been released. I have, of course, been missing some of the cards that are been specialty shown by certain characters, by certain people, I believe, like Amaz and stuff like that. And I believe Toast. Outside of that, my name is Panic Picnic. This has pretty much been every Hearthstone card. This video's probably gone on long enough anyways. I hope you like it. I hope you comment. But even more, I hope you subscribe. And if you like it that much, feel free to share it. Again, I hope you guys have fun. I hope you guys have a great day. Love you guys, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace!